Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon from DC Universe Online. I noticed that whenever someone is asking for help in the chat window, there's a 1 in 3 chance that it's going to be about the Mannheim instance, the other two being Penguin and Catwoman, which are forced solos. So I'm doing the Mannheim instance here pretty close to level. It's level 23 and Shaolin Longfist here is 24, so it's not that far off. The important thing is I wanted to show this using a pre-level 30 character, because that way I'm not ripping through one-shotting everything. Now this instance really isn't that difficult. I think players run into problems with this one because they're probably rushing through like the halls and everything, and there are a lot of enemies if you rush through. So I'm going to take out small pockets of enemies at a time, as little as I can. In this first room, I'm actually going to wait till a couple of the enemies march towards the entrance. And you can see that in the upper right mini-map. I'm waiting for those 2 red dots to merge with the others. So now they're close enough, and I'm going to set off this bomb, and it's going to take out all of them. Now if you're playing this above level, you don't want to do that, because you don't get loot from the enemies that you kill with that bomb. But I'm showing the safe method in this video. Now you want to proceed very slowly through these halls, because there are those invisible panthers hiding in the corner. These guys have 2 visual cues. One is when you're walking towards them, you'll see the red targeting crosshairs, and sometimes you'll also see them on the minimap. A red dot will blink in and out. And these guys actually do some pretty good damage. So if I had rushed into this room, I could be fighting 2 or 3 of them at a time. But I'm just taking them out one by one. This blue crystal is another bomb trap, so I'm going to set that off. Not too big of a deal, this one only takes out 2 of the ads. There are still a bunch of panthers along the way. The next room is probably the hardest in this instance, because there are a lot of enemies. So once again, you don't want to rush all the way in. Just let them come to you.
Tonight we will feast on the flesh of the weak!
Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but I sort of know roughly where all these panthers are, because on my 2 main characters, I probably did this instance 20 times each to farm out the Batwoman cape. So that's the star attraction of this instance. It's that iconic cape, it looks nice, and it's also worth a lot of money on the broker usually.
so that ye might learn truths that are hidden, that ye might pull secrets hidden from the very hearts that hide them. And so see my kingdom rise anew upon the earth, in Cain's name.
In any instance where there's an elevator shaft, look before you drop down, because there's usually an enemy there. And what you want to do is lunge while you're in the air, because that way you get the first attack. The gunman up on the steps is the last ad, but I want to aggro him down because if I climb the steps, it triggers a cutscene. So I don't want that to interrupt and give him like some free shots at me.
Saith the Crime Bible, let the razor cut quick and right in Cain's name. We commend the heart of this wayward daughter. May the fires of pain and rage blaze on earth. In Cain's name!
Okay, here we go. So there are 2 health barrels in the room, and if I remember correctly, they actually respawn pretty quickly. So I'm gonna grab the first one and smash it on him right from the get-go.
I shall devour you,
Batwoman! I promise we'll get you out of here.
So that was pretty much round 1. You do enough damage, the question shows up, and off to the next stage. Since the health barrel ran out, I actually had to pay attention to the attacks now. So whenever he breathes out that red stuff, you want to block the whole time. As you can see, the damage there was in the teens. If I had not been blocking, it probably would have been 40s to 50s.
Eviscerate them!
So next cutscene triggers round 3. Right now, you can't attack Mannheim because he's inside that boat, but these ads are pretty easy. They're pretty much like the ones that were in the rest of the instance. And just set off that little barrel by mistake. So hopefully I won't need to use it. But here he is anyway, following me into it. And he's still following me. These corners are great because it stalls for a little bit and then you get that one lunge sneak attack when he comes around.
You have not stopped the prophecy of crime. All is written in the vile book.
The Book of Blood, chapter 3, verse 10. Thus do I mark thee, that ye might practice murder, and take that of which the weak have no need, and so earn the right to live.
Take the book. Hang in there, Batwoman. We'll get you
Notice
to a
that the
doctor.
health barrels just respawned, so if I was having trouble and this fight was getting dragged out, I would have
If
had 2 more
Intergame's
health
religion
barrels.
of crime is targeting me, I need to know why. And the Crime Bible has the answers. Thanks for your help.
So the key to success here is just taking the whole instance slow. And then once you get up to Mannheim, you just want to systematically use the health barrels. Like, don't blow them both right away. I used it in the beginning and then in
That
round
woman
3.
is safe, and we have the Crime Bible. Whatever this team may be, we need to make sure it never comes to pass. I'll keep you posted. Oracle out.
So I hope you all found this useful, and thanks for watching.